Hello there. This is Joanne Ellison with Drawing Near to God Ministries. I want to share with you a word from Genesis 22. As I was reading this morning, I'll just read a little bit to you. This is a time where God tested Abraham, his servant. He said, "Abraham," and Abraham answered, "Here I am." Then God said, "Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the region of Moriah and sacrifice him there." I can't imagine if God asked me to sacrifice my son. But let me tell you something, folks. God asks us to sacrifice and lay down everything. He asks us to sacrifice our children in the sense of laying them down before him and surrendering them and believing that he will take care of them. But here's the most amazing part of this story. We see that early the next morning, Abraham trusted God so much, he goes up to Mount Moriah, and here's what he says. Now, he's got the sacrifice ready, the wood ready to sacrifice. He's got his son, whom he is supposed to sacrifice, and he walks up Mount Moriah. And we see him telling the servants, and this is the key, he says to his servants, "Stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship." And here's the key, folks. He says, "And we will come back to you." You see, Abraham knew that his God was going to bring both he and his son back. Now, how did he know that? He knew that because he trusted. Maybe he thought that if he had sacrificed and killed his son, God would raise him from the dead. I do not know, but he trusted his child enough to be willing to sacrifice him. And as he raised the knife, literally out of the thickets, out of the struggle represented by the thickets, out of the bramble and the briar bushes of life, those places that are thorny in your life, out of that sacrificial place came the offering, the ram. And Abraham put his knife down, and he put the ram on the altar, and he sacrificed the ram. Oh, beloved, listen to me. God wants you to surrender, to lay down, to sacrifice everything, to hold back nothing, even your children. Some of you, I know, are struggling with your kids. Some of you have rebellious children. Some of you have children that are very, very ill. You don't even know if they're going to make it. Listen, beloved, he wants you to surrender them to him. Because believe me, he is trustworthy. He will give you the provision you need. He will do for you what he needs to do. And in the end, you will see the resurrection.